to him for no reason. You know what I mean?
Aw. Yeah, no, I get it.
See, when you look at here from the area view, all the stuff I built is here. But I don't get to, like, go visit it at all. I think that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a silly little airbase. They think that Albine, Texas is the military command and that's where he's going to stage the insurrection or something.
Oh my god. This fucking
Okay, people are
QAnon nut
visiting me.
jobs. Grasping at
We have a
straws.
big fish here today, a noble from Brevoy. His clothes are worth hundreds of gold coins and his eyes are shifty. He has business offer to make and he wants to open a leatherworking shop in your domains, Tan Skins. Tanneries smell like a kobold's backside. This industry requires the use of alchemical components which are carried by the wind and cause nasty diseases. Nobody's happy about these factories being in Brevoy. That's the reason he's come to us. The offer's profitable, no doubt, but the smell that comes with it is foul. We must make a deal with this man. Better send him away, and quickly. That'll teach the other moneybags a lesson, too. Just because your stuff will go doesn't mean you're allowed to do whatever you want. I do lose true relations by sending him away. Fuck it. I do really want the relations.
The decisions that a baroness has to
Nope.
make.
Who else? Oh! Shanhaya. I have to see you, O most worthy one. A new gift and new stories await you. Please accept this fine item was crafted according to the traditions of Vudrania. Even in impossible kingdoms, possessing something so precious is fine, there are many. Okay. What are you working on? I am Shania, the tulip, O worthy one. I walk in the path of Master Smith with the perfect human as my guide. My creation is as bright and varied as the flowers at Ifrit Emperor's palace garden, gathered from all of the plains of the universe and delivered by the Peri, who definitely loved the beautiful Emperor. Oh, poor Emperor. He cannot enjoy the beauty of his garden, for the heat of his breath incinerates everything around him. Whenever he sneezes, whole trees burn to ash. But you, O worthy one, nothing stands between you and the beauty of my creations. I can make for you a striking scythe, fukard, or kama, filled with the laughter of lightning and the sling staff, imbued with the song of frost, or dozens of other indigenous weapons that the masters of masters leads me to. But my grace desires to create a true masterpiece for you. I know not what it may be, but one day we will both find out, O worthy one. Thank you, I
Alright.
guess. I've read that before, but I don't think you were here when I was reading it, so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Follow my lead.
What does she give me? A sling staff. This +2 halfling sling staff has its wielder grants its wielder a +2 morale bonus to dexterity and a +5 luck bonus to the mobility skill checks. And it also grows with both strength and dexterity for terms of just fucking insane.
That is
No
a
mistake.
beast.
I know the way.
Wonder if Lindsay's the only person who can use that. Lindsay or Knickerbocker.
Halfling, when a weapon is like a halfling weapon, it means that all halflings can use it, but anyone who can use that weapon can also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, Lindsay has no training in using dueling swords, but if I found a halfling dueling sword, she'd be just like, perfect. This is
Gotcha.
good for me. Um, but I could still use a halfling dueling sword if I knew how to use dueling swords.
All according to plan.
I probably should have saved. Okay, she succeeded. And she succeeded. Sweet. Alright, what fresh hell am I walking into right now? That's the big question right here.
I know the way.
We have a second problem that I don't know if I can deal with.
I am yours to command.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Follow my lead.
But Vilene has some interesting spells she could have used.
Yeah.
I used this in a boss fight. Sickening Entanglement.
Ooh.
Entanglement that like also poisons people.
Time's not waiting.
But I have replaced it with
Every
Spike
time.
Growth because I think that's a little more useful for a fight. Oh fuck, I went the wrong way. Okay, good. There's another way out. Alright, who am I bringing to this mayhem? I think this team will do. Can't really do without a healer.
Yeah.
God damn it. God diggity dang it. Okay. Back to my throne room. Forgot to sell all the crap that I picked up on the way here. A shit ton of daggers +1. I have so many rings of protection +1. This is ridiculous. I'll keep 3. Just in case I forgot somebody who needs it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many I have. I just sold like a billion. I don't know why this guy is buying coal. You can just be an asshole and get some for Christmas, I guess. By the way, Santa brings coal for bad kids for Christmas is not a thing we had in Brazil, by the way.
No?
Just never really brought it up. Rock eggs are cooking ingredients. It better be a hell of a fucking meal.
You're gonna murder her orphaned egg and make an omelet or something.
It better
Poor
be
endangered
the most
species.
badass meal because that shit, I had to go far for that shit. Does he sells good stuff, but I don't think he has anything that I want. Nope. Okay.
I know the way.
Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Also, what's my level like? Am I close to leveling? Not
Ready for
really.
anything.
Wait.
Focus on the goal.
Now we're getting the fuck out of here.
I know what to do.
Yeah, I think Nook Nook's gonna have to be part of this fight because I need some deeps. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Hmm.
Quote from the Capitol Police officer right now. Uh, just now, this is hours ago, I guess. We were just not prepared. They got through 4 levels of our security. I hope they don't do this shit during the inauguration. We don't have the people to handle it.
Bullshit. They let him through.
Yeah.
Deploy the National Guard. Like, deploy the military.
They don't even need that. I've seen what their fucking security is like. If they wanted to stop them.
The problem is they don't want to stop them, so you
Yeah.
can't trust them to stop them.
Oh, I agree with
Fire
that.
all of these people and bring in the National Guard. Like 3 states have sent them their National Guard. Use them.
Yep, nobody's gonna do that, but every single piece of hardware in Capitol Hill needs to be replaced.
I'm more worried about all of the destruction to documents that they did, what they might have taken, because they just ransacked people's offices.
Right, what might they have, like, messed with?
Yeah,
That's
what might
what
they
they're
have
talking
interfered
about.
with?
Like, yeah, they have to just, like, brand new.
I am prepared. I'm glad you called. Give the order. Command me. I am ready.
Who's there?
I'm glad you called.
Me?
You guess with boots. You get the Heart of Ira. There we go. I gave him Cloak of the Winter Wolf. Wherever this cloak makes a successful bite attack, he deals an additional 1d6 cold damage and trips the target.
Life is
I
for
gave him a buff that when he
It is for
rages,
luck.
because he is also
But
part
what makes a
barbarian,
hero?
he
Why,
bites
don't
people.
ask knock knock.
So Knock Knock now, when he's raging, does 3 attacks times 2, so 6 attacks total, right hand, left hand, bite. And when he bites, he trips people. That's the setup that we're going for right now.
Gotcha. He's just like a little piranha.
Well, I just wanted to get some damage and some extra damage on his swings, so I went with Rage. And the bite he feels like a biter. He looks like he would bite the fuck out of you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a Manticore. I'm fine with Manticore. I'm afraid to break formation. I think I'm gonna let it come to me. You know?
This should do it.
Okay. It's dead now. These plants are definitely shit I found in the first world, by the way. I mean, that was
Yeah,
probably
they have that
obvious,
look.
but... You know what? I don't know what we're dealing with, but, Skeleton Friends, probably a useful thing to have. Wish there were better guys for this game, because I would love to know what's coming before I go fight it. For example, that Venom Manticore just wrecked my shit. Probably just gonna rage against the Dying of the Light here.
A calculated risk.
What do you think is more dangerous for this fight? What are you just guessing? Fire or poison?
Let us strike as one.
How long does poison last?
It'll last for the whole fight. Whatever hits me, it's gonna be for the whole fight. But whatever I defend against will also be defended for basically the whole fight.
Right, but like if you burn for what, like 2 turns? How long are you poisoned for?
The
Because
whole
I'm leaning
fight.
towards. Okay. Alright, I'm leaning towards poison. I think poison is probably worse. See, now I'm just thinking about Divinity again and how fire explodes poison, and these two things in combination are just the worst.
Okay. Rage. Rage!
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. That hurt? Good.
Okay, he doesn't bite twice. He only bites once. So he gets 5 attacks now. Instead of the old 4. Or the 6 that I thought he would get. Still.
Well, we're up to 4 deaths.
Oh, jeez.
One woman was shot and killed by Capitol Police during the rioting. Police said 3 other people, a woman and 2 men, died after apparently suffering, quote, separate medical emergencies, unquote, near the Capitol
This will
grounds.
hurt.
What does that mean?
Well,
I mean, I know we
That
don't
is an
know
excellent
for sure.
question.
But, like, I'm just saying.
it sounds like police's for we caused
no.
the deaths, but we're going to say we didn't cause the deaths.
Oh, no.
Much like how kneeling on a man's neck is less deadly than the fact that he had diabetes or something like that.
I run into some shit, girlfriend.
Oh, what is that? Is that... Oh, that's...
I am now happy you told me not to do fire resist, because apparently that was the wrong element to worry about. I can't do water. Oh no. Well. Well.
What
There's only one
sort
thing
of...
left to do.
What sort of eldritch beast have you happened upon? There's a lot of tentacles.
Another Fae summoned a huge water elemental.
How many Fae are there? 2?
1. I have
Then why did you
every time there's one of these curses, a Fae shows up.
Right, but you said another Fae. I thought you meant that there were several Fae.
No, another
Not
one,
that-
like,
not
yet
that
again,
this fights
a
Fae.
Fae has shown up.
Yeah, gotcha.
Now, the advantage is I don't have to kill it exactly.
Okay, the fact that the tentacles in the front share identical animations is really bothering me. Wait, is that a bear? Is there a bear in there?
That is a black Dweomer owlbear. My highest DPS person has been charmed by the Fae.
I
Face.
feel the need to tell you that this seems like trouble.
I don't know what you mean.
I think that mayhaps
Let's
you
try
are about
this.
to have quite the struggle upon your personage.
Well, she casts Mirror Image. There's also, you probably haven't noticed it, but there's a purple Dweomer owlbear. And those are a problem. The purple ones come with built-in
Onward!
mirror image.
I mean, I figured that was mirror image on the owlbear.
Oh, I thought you were asking about the other owlbear.
Oh no, you have several owlbears, and I wanted to confirm that there were, in fact, owlbears.
Harm and favors to overcome the spell resistance. Good. So much for that. Time to make more skeletons next turn.
Mirror image has to be some sort of filter or something. There's no other reason.
Why
that-
it should look so fucking off and weird?
Well, it's that tentacle animation that's clipping through the bear. You see it
Oh
repeating.
yeah, I see it.
It's bothering the shit out of me.
I need to burn.
Yeah.
Time to do mud. She's
I
been hitting
thought-
somewhat regularly.
So what does mud do?
Mud is earth and water. It does more damage than just water.
Okay, because you said you needed to burn things, and I didn't realize that was a metaphorical burn and not a literal burn.
I need to like, yeah, I need to kill it
Yeah,
quickly.
because once again you were using a word as a slang, which makes sense, but also describes a mechanic in the game. So
You know, I get it.
This should do it.
It does not go as planned.
I can see that.
The fact that Knock Knock has been put out of commission is really a bad.
Yeah.
Again, bad would be the best way to describe what the fuck happened there.
Let us strike as one.
Well, at least you're down one owl bear. Now you just need to hit the next one 15 times to get rid of all of his mirror images.
Oh my god, I'm fighting a water element. I forgot about that.
How did you forget about that? It's
I forgot that I
huge.
can summon fire ones. It won't be as huge as the one she summoned.
Repent. Your life ebbs.
There's a whole other monster above that water elemental that you don't get to see.
I'm sure there's something in there somewhere. Is that what's one of the dragons?
I don't know, wyvern I
Oh,
think
wyvern?
actually. A Dwelmer wyvern.
Gotcha.
Well, she missed.
Don't let Rick hear me mix up the taxonomies between
Right.
dragons and wyverns.
Okay, she is harder to hit now than she was before, so that's great. She just cast mirror image again.
I feel like that's a problem.
I don't even know what's affecting Nook Nook. I think is he charmed by her? He is fascinated by her permanently.
Jesus. Should have gotten him laid before battle.
If only I had known. She can't get to the Fae right now, so it's just
Do not falter.
Come on, guys.
what happens if I dispel magic?
I don't know.
No. I need more bodies.
I feel like I'm getting an inkling of how you used to play Diablo 2.
He's probably gonna get wrecked. But if you can get a few hits in. I'm hoping the skeletons can help get rid of some of the mirror images so I can do my fucking damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here they go. Here comes the bro team.
I think if I get closer, will I do more? Will I have better chance to hit? Nope, still 5% chance to hit this thing.
This is actually not the worst place for that little knickerbocker douchebag.
Knickerbocker? What?
I can't remember his last name. Nobbledock something.
I don't know what he's
The-
talking about.
The map guy. The guy making the map. The little douchebag. The asshole.
Little guy making the map.
Yeah, he's in your party, the gnome.
He's not in my party.
Yeah, not in this party.
Okay.
He throws the bombs,
Right.
so they don't need to hit the thing to do damage.
Oh, yeah, this would be a good place for him. Okay, okay. The
Yeah.
way you worded it, I thought, like, that's a good place that you put him, Felipe, type shit. And I was just like,
No, that was not a compliment. That was a suggestion.
This would be a
for-
good place for him to be.
Yes. So when you can't hit anything as a target, then it's nice to be able to throw
Yeah.
a thing and have it affect an area.
The fact that they have like a 5% chance to hit her and she has fucking mirror image is ridiculous.
Now, if you were to throw one of those bombs at the mirror bear and it did its AoE effect,
Be easier if
would
you fight
You get rid of all the
taking
mirror
splash,
images?
yeah, would taking splash damage.
That would be
affect the
super
mirror
cool,
image.
but no.
Damn.
That owlbear decided to rickety wreck Amory. And it has succeeded. So I think we're going back to Plan A.
I don't remember what Plan A was.
Plan A is always kill the ads, leave the boss for last. When she summoned the water elemental, I rearranged it to kill the boss quickly so the water elemental doesn't have to be defeated. But now that one of the things that she was fighting has wrecked Emery,
Behind me.
I killed the thing that wrecked Emery so that she wouldn't die.
She does have 10 lonely hit points left.
Yeah, I'm a little scared.
Is that
about
even enough for a single volleyball team?
Now she's got 41.
That's definitely enough for a volleyball team.
I tell you, Vilene just did fucking work on this boss last turn.
I can't tell where the boss's health is because the entire screen is taken up by the Skeleton Bro Squad.
Well, she hit all 3 shots last time. First shot killed the bear that was attacking Emery, and all of the shots after that hit the boss for about like 20 damage a pop. She's at below half health now.
I see it.
Now the mirror image is over. Will that... Nope, still need a 19 to hit it. Okay. And she just cast mirror image again. The water elemental's almost dead.
Bring it.
Emery's still doing the thing she does best. Alright,
Let's try this one.
time to get rid of some mirror images, I guess. One. Missed.
Do you
Missed.
still have that wyvern to deal with?
Yeah, it's up there somewhere. No, it's dead. The skeleton got it.
Nice.
Let us strike as one.
It's hard to tell. There's all this flora
I need
in the
Harem
way.
to get in there so he can fucking help with the fight. Okay, he can. Alright, let's do... Religious Might. Your height immediately doubles, your weight increased by a factor of 8. This increase changes the size category to the next larger one. You gain plus 4 size bonus to strength and constitution, minus 2 to dexterity. You gain plus 2 enhancement bonus to your natural armor. You gain DR5 evil if you are good or or neutral, or DR5 good if you are evil.
What's DR5 evil?
That means any damage that a good person does to me will be reduced.
Gotcha.
by 5. I wish I could tell one of these skeletons to get away so Emery can get in there and actually, like, hit things like I know she can and wants to.
She's just been surrounded by the bro squad.
Taste my fury.
The only person hitting is Vilene.
Tear them apart!
Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
This should do it.
And she's rolling really poorly. But boy, when she hits, she does damage. Alright, we're doing change in tactics here. There we go.
I'm listening. I am yours to command.
Alright, let's see what kind of loot you get.
Ooh, that looks like a really nice ring of
Give the
protection.
Each step brings us
That's it.
closer to the
That's
end.
it. Barely any loot.
I am your shield.
But a really nice ring of protection. Nope, it's an unidentified ring because none of my people know how to identify things right
As
now.
you order.
They're just befuddled by all of these magical objects. What is this? Do you stick it on your finger? I don't understand.
That didn't go as poorly as it could have. Wow, this aged surprisingly well, actually. Like, well enough that I thought this was some, like, joke that was posted today. But no, someone just liked it today because he was right 100%.
Did you send it to me or okay, I see
It's just my phone was being slow.
it. Gotcha.
I was waiting for it to load your name so I could send it to you while I was talking about it.
Jesus.
I mean, he flat out was like, and then people will die, and I'm like, bro, could you be less accurate? Like,
That's I mean it's dark, but it is extremely accurate. That is basically what happened.
yeah, like, dude had this whole ship pegged, just fucking word for word, basically, what happened.
All according to plan.
A lot of people are like, how did the DC police not know this? And it's like, they did.
Yeah.
Just didn't care.
Nope.
Alright, now that this is over. So,
Focus on the
the
goal.
chapter event, I'm waiting for the next chapter to start,
Follow
basically.
my lead.
Mm-hmm.
They usually come around the same time as the curse. But they're slower build-ups, right? Like last time, oh, there's a lot of extra monsters hanging around. We're gonna go on a little hunt and kill shit. It wasn't until later they're like, people are getting sick and exploding into owlbears in the middle of the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a ramp up. The curse is always like immediately ramp up. You saw that shit. It wasn't a week. We had 2 weeks before the curse went bad. You can only start 2 weeks before the curse goes bad. And in the first 2 days, I started losing shit, and there was multiple problems going all over the country, like just madness.
I think that now that the curse is over, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay, I'm probably gonna cut out in a little bit too.
Yeah, it is late and I'm tired and I'm starting to do the thing where I'm losing focus and not really paying attention.
Mhm.
So, alright, I will talk
Yep.
to you later.
Yep,
Good night, keep streaming so that I can catch up on this later.
we'll do. You have so much to catch up on.
I know, I try to watch it while I work, but today it was an exceptional day.
With the exception of a few moments where I forget, or like earlier today when I was on the phone with Jen for a bit, I usually try to read most of the dialogue to make it
I've
easier for
noticed
you.
that, I really appreciate it.
I try.
I know, you try, you're a good boyfriend.
Goddamn
All
right
right.
I am.
Yeah, damn right. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Have a good night. Okay, that explains that. Let's see what these audiences are all about. You're probably not listening, so I'm gonna text you, I guess. Your Grace, we have urgent news from Jamandi Aldori. The Sword Lord is asking for aid with an unusual problem. Here's her letter. Please read it when you have a moment. Lady Aldori asks you to head to Varnhold as once. It's a barony led by Maegor Varn, a brave soul who carved out the settlement from the wilderness. Till recently he eagerly and frequently relayed to the Sword Lords his many successes. Then letters suddenly ceased. As you may expect, this is a matter of some concern. Oh no. Jamandi Aldori expects you to help in this matter, for she knows your good relations with Maegor. She asks you go to Varnhold and find out why they have fallen silent. By the Sword Lord's care. Right, she seeks allies, and he would be one of the allies. Got it. That was pretty obvious, but the barony is much unlike our own. It was all established by a mercenary. He got his title the same event you did. He's the third or fourth son in the family, so he couldn't claim his father's inheritance. Looked like he hoped to establish a settlement of his own, gain wealth of charity that way. I hope they didn't just disappear like the other group. What do you think happened to Varnhold? A riot or a rebellion? But if that were the case, there would be refugees. Whatever happened there must have been sudden indeed. Perhaps a band attack, barbarians, a plague, whatever it was. No one outside of Varnhold seems to know what happened. Whatever. All the questions are dumb. Amazing, you managed to save your barony from invasion of monsters from the First World, but you were not able to protect it from the attention of the First World's most powerful denizens. Believe it or not, Basurnos Hills has been chosen as the next location for the inconsequent debates. What's that? A curious phenomenon that isn't very well known. They say it's based on a bet made by the eldest, the rulers of the First World, quite a long ago. One day, one of them sent a delegation of Fae to Galarion. They announced where the competition would take place. Don't let the name fool you. It's anything but debates. The contest begins as soon as they have enough participants. The contest and the rewards are different every time, although every time is a bit of a stretch. Only 3 such occasions are known over thousands of years. Anyways, it's happened again. This time, the reward is a chance to ask any question whatsoever of the host, the competition's mastermind. This creature, whoever it is, speaks on behalf of the eldest. Do you see why we can't miss such a chance? I don't. Tell me. Just think, we have an opportunity to ask a question of the host. The master self-appointed is the First World and demand an answer. The gnomes who originally ventured from the First World lost their immortality because of it and received our curse in exchange, the bleaching. No one discovered the reason for it, and none can stave off its consequences, but if we manage to win the competition... The bleach is the name given to the physical discoloration and aging of a gnome and is caused by a lack of exposure to new exciting experiences. The bleaching of color is accompanied by physiological decline, first to depression and apathy, and eventually to madness and death. Gnome efforts to fend off the bleaching only serve to fuel their racial curiosity and whimsy, giving it somewhat of a manic edge. Some claim that the bleaching is a result of gnomes leaving the First World 1,000 years ago. Rare gnomes survive the bleaching and develop enigmatic wisdom and connections to the natural world, earning them the name Bleachlings. Do you know anything about these debates? Are we completely in the dark here? You never know what mad ideas the Fae might have cooked up. And only know one condition, only teams of 3 allowed to participate. Who do you think should be our third? I think we should take Lindsay. Something tells me the Fae are not likely to hold competitions in rope pulling or beer drinking, but the skills of a bard might come in handy. Besides, we should give the young lady a chance to channel some of that energy. Can participating be dangerous? Considering the Fae involved, absolutely, but if Chronicles is true, no one has died in any previous debate. Alright, let's agree. Wait, I'll mark the spot on the map where the competition will take place. Soon as we arrive there, the better the Fae Lords won't wait forever. Oh, we're going there like next. Hooray, we did it. Now the thing has to be repelled. The barony is stronger than ever. A grateful subject even brought you a gift to honor his outstanding success. Fortunately, now is no time to rest. While everyone was preparing for the last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. I read some ancient books, talked to locals, then I had to work with our storyteller. We decided, well, he'll tell it better. I am Keeper of Stories, Your Grace, and I have amassed a respectful collection over my long life. There are of course stories of curses amongst them, ancient and dark, having taken thousands of years, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down. Well, of course, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. We think there's something specific behind the attacks. Oh, I'm sorry. Realizing she was interrupting the storyteller, Lindsay turns bright red. Tristan turns pale. It's not a curse? Then what is it? What could it be? We don't know yet, but that part doesn't matter. Lindsay waves her hand carelessly. What's important is that we're finally making some real progress. I would imagine that the person behind these attacks is someone harboring great evil against you and your baroni. I would not be surprised if it's the same adversary who was behind the bloom. I agree. After last attack, I got the feeling that the owlbears and the manticores came here as revenge for what we did to the ever-blooming flower. I'm more interested in defeating it than understanding it. Pfft, with swords and spells, of course. You can't chop an ancient curse to bits, but I'm sure the villain behind the attacks would suffice. Lindsay, the Baroness is asking whether we yet know the name of our adversary. Alas, the answer is to that question is no, at least for now. Personally, I believe it is the work of some fae. I recognize their hand, so to speak. Whatever caused these attacks, I am sure they will continue. We must be ready to repel the next one. Exactly. What we'll do. Sooner or later, the villain will show himself. Once he slips up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he's caused. Lindsay frowns belligerently. Tristan chuckles. I didn't expect such vitriol from you, Lindsay. In any case, I would advise hearing this villain out before punishing him. We still have no idea why this unknown enemy is targeting us in particular. I'm sure we'll know our foe's face soon enough. We've repelled his attacks 3 times now. We must be reaching the limits of his patience. He won't get away with this forever. Half-orc bows diligently and trying to hear the kid. Your Grace, I come bearing gifts. A gift of my gratitude for taking no man into your service. What gleaming chain shirt. With such weapons you can go on roads and protect your lands. Everything has been tempered in lamb blood. With proper prayers to all the proper gods, everything is done. Alright. I want a two-handed sword. Why strike with one hand when you have two, right? Oh, she's so tiny. Arlene, good to see you, my Baroness. Travelers from other lands often visit the capital, and our subjects have many contacts with foreign lands as well. I've managed to acquire something particularly curious from one of my new acquaintances. Here's my latest trophy, a gift from my favorite customer. A wand of call lightning. More artisans?
The disaster didn't hit us, but our neighbors. Varnhold, a small town east of our barony, had been deserted in an instant.
Sounds familiar.
I know the way.
Jesus. I am not rich yet, though.
In due time. I know what to do.
Wait, what the fuck?
Where are you rushing off to, my hound? To face your own death?
Why are you here, trying to kill me?
Why am I here? Kill you? Not today. Believe it or not, but I came here without evil intentions. I've been watching you, my hound. You've escaped my trap. You've destroyed my beautiful Everbloom flower. Such a strong will to live in such a fragile, mortal creature. Once, long ago, it hurt me to see flowers being torn apart by the wind. But today I watch you thrashing like a butterfly caught in a spider web, and I cannot turn my eyes away. How? But there's no point in asking. My untamed homeworld has many miracles to offer. One can never know what they will reveal, or to whom. So, what do you think of the proud, bitter, fallen nymph now, my hound? Looks like I was wrong. You're not a butterfly caught in a spider web, but one of those who fly straight into the fire herself. Why are you so sure I would want to talk to you? To tell you the truth. Do not deceive yourself. My interest in you is mere curiosity.
Jag kan ha se different
I am the
dialogue.
web itself. The moment you took your first step on the road of the Stolen Lands, you fell under my power. There was a time when I used to ask myself the same question. What had I and my 1,000 breaths ever done to them? Why had I to endure this? You're wrong to think that your problems began with you. The ever-blooming flower was created long before your barony was founded. I prepared my weapon long in advance, having no idea what I would turn it against. Everything has a price. Thousands of lives must be turned to dust for a single act of forgiveness. Names can be weapons in capable hands. You've no need to know my name. No need. I can answer, but will you believe me? I have nothing to do with it. But I know who is responsible. I won't tell you, though. Run now towards your death, Hound. Run, Hound, run! I want to see you stumble. Why shouldn't the mistress visit her pet? Farewell, my Hound. You have no idea what powers you've awakened, and now you voluntarily rush into their jaws. If you run your blade down their throats, I won't be disappointed. If you perish, I'll have forgotten you by dawn.
She seems upset.
I'll go ahead. I know the way. Ready for anything. Follow my lead. I know the way.
Oh, like always finding fault in things. We straightened up his fences, painted it, put some wolves' heads on top to scare off enemies. We even started building a catapult along the wall. Then here he comes, running up, waving his hands, yelling his head off. He doesn't like the color. The heads will attract flies, and it turns out he wanted to keep the shed that we disassembled to make the catapult. He made us put everything back the way it was. But as we were leaving, he was so happy. He even gave us a little something for the road. There, have some. Wow, I got some wine and beer. Let's see if you complete my task. I'm gonna go with the road from through Varnhold to Talon Peak is terribly inconvenient. Try to find a better one past the Shriek Hills. I just went there and it's looking for new roads. We can do that. Maybe if we found such a road, we'd be accepted to Pathfinder Society. Grabbing their travel bags, the young tieflings run away.
I'll go ahead. Focus on the goal. In due time. Follow my lead. I know the way. No mistakes.
Oh no.
I know what to do.
God
I am prepared.
fucking damn it. Swear pushing the fucking square button by accident is rough.
I need to concentrate. Becoming the distracted leads to becoming dismembered. Ready for anything. All according to plan.
Adventures call to them.
Ask.
Right here, my friend.
Request.
A reckoning is at hand.
Ready and willing.
I'm listening. Focus on the goal. Go ahead. No mistakes.
Where the fuck is inconsequent debates? Okay. Did I not start my... Or did they not show up?
I tire.
god, that is so fucking adorable.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
I am prepared.
Just letting the ink dry.
Very pale gnome with dull brittle hair and scribbling something busily in the small scroll, not looking up his... Ah, there you are at last. Go read the rules quickly. They're posted a little further along. The other teams have arrived a little while ago. The host said we'll start as soon as you show up and read the rules. Of course, I'm famous enough for my admirers to follow my every move. But still, I'd like to know, how did you know we're coming? The host said so. Well, are you going to keep wasting time? Read the rules and we'll start.
I know the way. Follow my lead.
Fixing his glasses, Jubilos looks at people very prescribed. Well, let's see. I'll read out loud so that everyone can hear. Rules of the inconsistent Batesiers to be added later. I see authors didn't overstrain themselves. So, the rules. Item 1, obey the host in everything. Item 2, come in triplets. Item 3, no fighting, no killing each other, even temporarily. Even if you really want to. Even if you apologize later. Item 4, the most important one. The participant must assume the shape of a giant frog. A frog? What does that have to do with anything? Are those the right rules of competition? What irresponsible world of Wait, what is this? Am I a frog? Obviously there's something wrong here. It's not difficult to see that the text of the last item of the rules is a little different from the others. It looks like someone just added it in, vaguely copying the style. Last rule has been added to the others. I would say someone inserted on purpose and charmed the scroll somehow. That's sabotage. The huge frog can't keep his pace and croaks in indignation, turning me, into a giant ugly toad. Frog, sir. How would you please tell me? Am I supposed to participate in debates like this? I didn't carefully rehearse my image in the impressions I make on my listeners just to lose it all in a snap. What if the spell can't be lifted? My admirers won't recognize me. This fucking guy. Don't be upset, you're not an ugly frog. In fact, you're a rather handsome one. No, I can't bear this. You can't frog this. Are you saying that the last rule was written in? Some other participant must have done it to hinder the arrivals. Vilene, we need to find the trickster and make them fix it. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Don't worry about anything. I went to the host and asked a few questions about the book. It'll buy us some time. You still look forever responsible for this.
In due time.
Little kobold raises snouty. Greetings. I don't read. Gnomes help me. Read for me, aloud, but then scream, I'm scared. Are you participating in the base too? Yes, participate. Amazing, we've been competing against an immaculate kin of unforgettable Tartuk. Huge frog, you speak? Can we mount you? I feed you ants, clean your skin, I am Ryder. In the list of all the job offers I've ever received, that will be honorably placed in the I'm ready to cry section. What do you want to ask the host if you win? I, dragon, how become dragon? What do you have those jerboas there? Face say need 3. I know 3. I know friends. Wanted to go very much. Caught this jump mice. Now we are 3. Participate. Alright. That's fair. Sir Alfred. I am Sir Alfred, loyal follower of the Tentacle of Imoida, which is also known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, and later Valor. Is a goddess of righteous, righteous valor, justice, and honor. Having served the Arrows and Harrow, she inherited many of last blah 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 blah. Whatever. She's just some goddess knight bullshit. Oh, because of men that have tentacles. Oh yes, my knightly motto used to be courageous even in death, but I'm afraid it must now be changed to severing the tentacles of evil. Just a few phrases he managed to pour more pomposity on us than I can manage in a week. Quite the talent. Why is it you want to change your model, sir? You see, upon my arrival, I immediately went to read the tentacles of the event. My guile already had me in its tentacles. The rules were charmed, and everyone who reads them must say tentacles every so often, which is happening to me now. Tentacles. If I can't get rid of this affliction, at least tentacles, I can make it my model. Did you try talk to the host about this? I did in the name of tentacles, but Faye think that cheating within the rules is tentacles and perfectly appropriate. As a true knight, I must overcome these tentacles resolutely. You have an idea who could have done this? It was done by one of the participants who allowed their tentacles to guide their heart. Including you and me and my tentacles, 4 teams of 3 have arrived. I swear by my tentacles, my service to the most honest Imoida would never allow such tentacles. Nor would I suspect you and your outstanding companion of both tentacles. Oh. Look for the villain among the 2 other teams. Well. So you're a Medivian Crusader? Truly spoken. I hope you heard that glorious tentacle. Our order fights demons fearlessly, preventing their tentacles from spreading across the world. You don't often meet an Aasimar in these lands. Aasimar are not so common in our tentacles. So uncommon in our tentacles. Celestials are known to aid Medivian Crusaders in our war against the demons. Sometimes a Crusader sparks a tentacle. I mean personal attraction. But just the presence of a holy celestial nearby can sometimes cause the birth of an Aasimar child. See? Easy as tentacles. Are you participating in the debates? I most certainly am by my tentacles. I've come here to carry out the will of my tentacles and set a good example for my tentacles. And possibly to find a new way to fight tentacles, that is, demons. If I win, the Fae might answer all my tentacles. Before you go, let me ask you, in the name of tentacles, don't consider it out of curiosity. What need brought you to tentacle debates? That'll be me. I asked for the Baroness's help to help in this tentacles. In this endeavor, because winning will let us ask what made the tentacles. What caused the gnomes to leave the first world? For me, these tentacles are something more than mere scientific curiosity. I'm amazed how accusative the tentacles of your mind are, sir. I admit it's the first tentacles I've ever heard of such a learned frog. Tentacles. Forgive me my ignorance, but it never even crossed my feeble mind that there are educated ones among your race. For the love of Desna, I'm not a frog. Let it be known to you, sir, that you are speaking to Jubilos to Nyaflop. Well-known publicist's research. This shape, but the consequence of silly prank, I am a gnome, and that is why I'm participating in debates, to learn how my race receives the affliction called the bleaching, and discover a way to fight it. In that case, I wish our worthy rivals good tentacles in the name of truth, justice, and tentacles. Pale Gnome reads aloud, and the young wizard desperately thrashed about in the feathers all in vain. Shoots of the plants held tightly, the nymph cruel and beautiful sneered at him, and immediately what? And immediately anything. The left frog is mocking the right one. Does this book ever end? I thought the wizard would die in the last chapter while he was running through the horde of unicorns through the field of giant fly traps. Oh, like you understand anything about literature, you stupid toad. Gnome looks at you. Oh, hello again. Seems I have introduced himself. I'm Nerd Zotermtrope. Sure. These two readers are my brother, Vera and Lunar. So what did Nymph immediately do to the wizards? It's too much to tell. She keeps him hostage for another 4 chapters. I like him, it's more like real life. In this author's last book, he escapes from the evil wizard in 5 minutes. Why are you calling those frogs your brothers? Haha, these fools read the rules, and the rules are charmed. Nerd's colorless dim eyes flare up, mad joy fire. Anyone who reads them turns to a frog. Now I have 2 frog brothers. I guess I'll leave them here. When else will I ever get a chance left so much? Did they read them together? Yes. Nah. Shut up, Laura. Of course we did. We read them as we transformed. Now we're sitting in Croken. This little kobold said one of you helped him read the rules. Yeah, that's true. He was trying to read the frog rules. They're different on every pole. One turns into a frog, the other one makes you say tentacles, the third one makes you scream like crazy. Hilarious, right? Not remotely. You're confused, my friends. One of you read the rules of the kobold. Why isn't one of you screaming? I was said that both your brothers would turn to frog, and if Nerd already saw that happen and knew the rules would change, why they should tell us to read them? Do you suspect us of something? Why would we charm the rules and read them ourselves? Or make you read and put a spell on you? Because you're gnomes? Only a gnome will think of playing the joke on everyone around and then joyfully get caught in their own prank. You're a far-sighted and loud voice. I liked you. Answer clearly. Did you charm the rules? Why are you picking us? Our sister's the one that did it. It's not stitching, Luar. You're just jealous that it was Nerd who came up with the idea. Why'd you do it? You're so boring. We wanted to, so we did it. Think how funny it would be. Debates fall apart by the screaming and talking about tentacles and just croaking. But we're honest players, so we charmed ourselves too. We couldn't maintain an unfair advantage. Croak. Croak, croak. We're just stupid frogs and we understand nothing. Eileen, I know it's unexpected. Let's leave it be. I'm ready to participate in debates, even like this, croaking all the way. Think I won't use force despite the rules about non-aggression? Lift the spell or else. I spent so much time getting this prank ready. If only you know how hard it would be when there's almost no color left in you. Fine, here you go. There you are. Glad I found you. I stalled as long as I could, but now it's time to begin. Let's go quickly. Welcome to the Inconsequential Debates. Inconsequent Debates. You can call us the host. We are the reason for all that happens here today. You've read the rules, have you not? Not that there's anything useful in them. We only made up the real rule the day after tomorrow, then forgot them and had to make new ones. So it's simple. You want as a reward for us to answer questions, so the competition will involve answering questions. We ask one in each triplet answers, always the same one. Others can only prompt. Let's see, it would be you, Little Kobold, you, Sir Alfred, you, Nerd, and you, Vilene. Remember one thing, here in Inconsequent Debates, there are no right or wrong answers. Every answer has weight, and each will be weighed. Don't choose the lightest one. Your rival will find a heavier argument, and most importantly, light answers are no fun for us. Why refer to yourself in the plural? Yeah, laughter emerged from under the hood. You know very well you've met us, Vilene. But it was different us at a different time. From now, be satisfied that we do not wish to disclose ourselves. Win the competition and ask. Those are the rules of the game, right? Hell no, we're not wasting precious questions to discover the motives of Fae and their lords. I don't have the imagination to think about how absurd and silly their answers might be. Let's begin. Begins! We are ready. The knight nods solemnly, despite the tentacles. Alright, let's see how tough we have in the first world. Some of you look so serious, then we'll begin with a question about weighty matters. What can move a mountain? Jubilos, what's your answer? Oh, I shouldn't have skipped my philosophy lessons in the academy. Such problems baffle me. It's not because I can't think of an answer, but because I think of 1,000 of them at once. I know where I can hide from them. Let's see, we're dealing with the Fae in the first world, and they told us that the trivial answers won't cut it. I think it answers its own will. In the first world, mountains often change positions, and there's at least one that does it its own free will. That's Ulas, the one tending the walking mountain. Alright, let's go with that. We heard you. What would the other say? What can move a mountain? Maybe dragon? Dragon can move mountain. Faith and divine intervention. Do you hear, my faithful tentacles? Faith nourishes us. Devout faith, oh my god. Devout faith in our tentacles and righteous cause. Everything is within our tentacles. Teleportation spell, haha. I could probably manage moving a hill or two. In fact, that gives me an idea. We heard you, now you hear us. Of course, gods and magic can move mountains. That answer is good for any question. What can one jump over a house? Magic. How to paint a fence? Yellow using blue paint? Divine intervention. Such light answers are the weakest. Good answers, its own will. Will and desire to lie at the base of all our emotions, actions, and decisions. If a mountain has a will, it will surely find a way to move. That was an interesting round. Let the next question be heard. What weakens when owned by many and dies if owned by none? Jubilost? That's a no-brainer. It's glory. It can't belong to many because then it's devalued. It can't belong to no one either. Glory can definitely belong to many. I think a secret makes more sense. I don't know this one. Maybe it's dragon? It's the knight's heart, I swear by my tentacles. It can belong to himself, or to his righteous cause, or his greatest tentacles. It can't belong to everybody. Here, look how I can roll my eyes. Fools, concentrate on the competition. This won't do. Won't accept an answer from the result of this round. But you are a spectacular eye roller. Now, all for the other answers. The heart is not the best answer. Even among knights, there are those whose heart belongs to beautiful women and a beloved mother, plus their friends, their commander, their righteous cause, and delicious lunch. Especially a delicious lunch. And it doesn't seem like those hearts that belong to many grow any weaker. The secret is a good answer. The more souls you know it, the less mysterious it is. But without a single bearer, it will die. Your triplet wins this round, Baroness. Third question. Each of us is born with the same time with a monster. Each day we live, it grows. It can torment us, bring us joy, or kill without a single wound. What is it? What do you say, Jubilost? Considering the question is asked by Representative Faye, the answer could be anything, from singing to love of pastries, but let's think logically. Last part of the riddle can easily be ignored because just about anything in the world can aid or ruin you depending on the circumstances. What's important is that the riddle clearly points to some quality or property of a living thing. Something that is born with us, another grows. I would say knowledge? Each new day brings something new. Knowledge of ourselves, the world keeps growing. For those of this process ridiculously slow. An evil brother from another timeline is amazing. But it's probably knowledge. We have heard you. Oh, they'll say, what is the monster? Maybe it's a dragon? I kinda love him. It's curiosity. It's born with us, it grows days, it saves us from the bleaching. If you only knew how many it's killed. I don't know if the answer would do, but the greatest tentacle is the one that lives inside us. We grow a tentacles beast in our soul, we feed it with wrath and neglect and tentacles. Eventually could break free and kill us, but tentacles must admit the same beast gives strength to villains and tentacles. The poison we feed our monsters only nourishes them. Interesting answers, except for dragon. The dragon doesn't count. Alas, curiosity is also insufficient. The monster we describe must by its very nature grow. Many see their curiosity dim over the years. We like to guess about knowledge and the inner beast, but both seem somewhat light. We expect something more substantial. We declare that both Sir Alfred and Violene, along with their triplets, shall share the victory this round. Remember, victory shared by two is half the victory. One final trial, and we'll sum up the results. I'll go try the questions. How do you know? Do you know a game of what? Knight, dragon, snag. Knight defeats the dragon. Dragon burns the snag. But if the knight walks in the wood, he will stumble in the snag and die. That's why the snag defeats the knight. Okay, it's rock, paper, scissors. Children's game, great. These are consequential debates. Why not play a game? So you break into pairs, yell out your chosen word at the signal, and the one who shouts knight defeats the one who shouts dragon, defeats the one who shouts snag, defeats the one who shouts knight. We'll play Sir Alfred against the Kobold and Nerva against the Baroness. The winners will then play each other in the first pair. Yell on 3. 1, 2, 3. Knight. Dragon! Of course he said dragon. That was too predictable. So a good thing we didn't look ahead. It's much more fun for it to unfold. The Sir Alfred wins. Now for the second pair. Are you ready? Oh shit. Fuck it. Dragon! Nerd shouts, performing a spot-on impersonation of the kobold and then falls over laughing. Ha! Sucker! Looks like her own amusement is more important to her than the competition. Baroness wins. The winner is the Baroness versus the Knight. Well, he's a knight, so... Alfred takes deep breath with his mighty chest, and then the curse takes over. Tentacles! Realizing their spell... how their spell worked, Nereid and her brothers start roaring with laughter, sometimes sniffling with delight. We cannot pronounce the Baroness the winner of this round, and now it's time to announce the winner of the debates. After 4 tests, Triplet and the Baroness and Sir Jubileus wins. It was most amusing, children, most amusing. You should know this is a rare place from us. Congratulations, sirs and ladies. I swear by my tentacles, it was a worthy struggle. The triplet performed better than we could have imagined. For that reason, you may ask us not 1, not 2, but 3 questions. You must ask by the Maris, the voice of your triplet. Plain, do you remember? The fate of the suddenly stops talking. He opens his mouth, closed, makes no sound. Have a silence spell, mate. Haha. Love it. Now, what's he going to do? Come, brothers, let's run. That's fucked up. Everything is in your hands, Violene. Think well upon your questions. We will answer honestly. But I don't know is also an honest answer. Ask what a host from the first world might know. Why the gnomes left the first world? There's the question. We knew it would be asked, but a simple answer, a line answer, has no value, right? We hope our debate convinced you of this. That is why I present you another answer, a good one, a valuable one. Numbers will help you on your way. One of them is 5th and 10. It will be easy to find it if you read who opened the road for the ancient dead man and his black feather messenger. The second is 12 times 12 and is thrice the number of those lost their faces. Don't try to guess it now, it's not yet time. Wait until he who is born twice will twice be defeated. Put the two numbers together. When the moon leaves her path, needs to water the candle mirror. Find the one who will open the secret. Heap of senseless mumble instead of a... First walk the world, then you may accuse us of being senseless, but in the end you won't. I want to know about this affliction of bloom that befell on my barony. It's an easy one, isn't it? Once a very powerful creature in the first world unwisely provoked the rage of those who were 100-fold mightier. She was cursed, sent to Galaria. Without going into too much details, her curse afflicts the locals as well. Put it simply, your troubles will not cease until you defeated this uninvited guest. Anyways, we have discussed this further in your tomorrow and my yesterday. Sure, why not? Because they were bored. That's faithful. You try to live multiple eternities like us. Your views on entertainment might change radically. That was your final question. Eileen, we'll have to discuss this further in the capital. Farewell, Eileen. Now we almost forgot. You look at you didn't win, but you managed to make us laugh. Do you want to come with us? No promises you turn into a dragon, but still. Take my friends, yes? Alright, fine. This and all the consequent debates are now closed. We spare all of your effects of the open tricks and bid you farewell.
I know the way.
Well, that was unexpected. That was kind of cute, not gonna lie.
I tire.
would be nice, don't you think?
Oh, nice extra planar cloak. Not so much to clear my name. Hope slander free me from jail. Give me a chance at my job. Someone wiser than I am settle down and live quite happy. But there's a reason I was arrested in the outskirts of your domain. I don't want to discuss it here, but please. Okay, we got a new.
I'll go ahead.
God damn it, dude! I was about to just sit here and run my kingdom in peace. I think I'm just gonna save and go.
Oh. Focus on the goal.
Confide in me.
I am prepared.
Something bothering you?
I know what to do.
How may I help?
No mistakes. Time's not waiting.
would you please accept my gratitude for the workshop? The house is beautiful, the neighbors are wonderful, and everyone's so kind and friendly. I'm flooded with orders. And to think I could be rotting in some jail and false act. What did you need to tell me? I beg your forgiveness, Your Grace, for making you come all the way to our decent region. There are too many guards in the place that were chasing me recently. The thing is, I know who wrongfully accused me. There's a tailor in the capital. His name is Morhalan. He has a reputation of a brilliant master, so I wanted to become his apprentice. But when I went to the workshop, in his workshop, I saw things which alarmed me very much. Vests, shoes, gloves, all made from reptile skin. But the pattern was distinct. I've only seen patterned lizard folk, intelligent beings who live in the stolen lands, as far as I know. I tried asking Morhalan about it, and he threw me out in the cold. When I tried to start my business, open my shop, I was literally driven out of the capital. You'll hardly take my word for it, but it's true. Master Tailor in the capital is butchering lizard folk to make clothes from their skin. Ew. I'm no tracker. I can't go hunt in the mountain like... But you could. If you could find those murders in marshes and bring some evidence, the guard will take me seriously and we'll get rid of the capital. Alright. There must be nothing hard. That's where you find them.
Follow my lead.
Where, oh where would these motherfuckers be?
I will grant your request.
I tire.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Should gather our strength.
May we have a moment of respite?
Blood for Gorum!
Come here, Bax. Knock, stab you. Oh!
A calculated risk.
Go down!
Manishrim Sukino!
Do not falter!
Which knife to use? Ow! I'm leaking red all over myself.
This will hurt.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Unworthy.
Come on.
A bandage. Big one. Oh, getting...
Onward! This body holds no more. Let's try this way. Bring it! Wretched things! Stay behind me! This can't be over. This should do it. Remain vigilant. Ready for anything. I am prepared.
share my path.
I know what to do. You can rely on me. Focus on the goal.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
It's higher. I know the way.
They were skilled. They were skinned very skillfully. There was no doubt the butchers meant to use the skin for the other work. If they were just trying to scare somebody into bloody murder, they would have made more cuts. Yet they made least. The butcher was clearly saving the skin. I was right. Marlon is buying skins of Littlefroak. He's a monster. Thank you for your support. Now for everything else to need. Now I've taken too much of your time.
Time's not waiting.
God damn it.
In due time.
2 kitties now, apparently.
I know what to do.
Oh no, I have Ember. That's one of them.
I'll go ahead. I am prepared. tire. I know the way.
I brought the metal you need. Perfect. Now I have enough metal. From here comes the hard part. I need blood. An enemy's blood. Created of this hammer and hardened with the blood of a sworn enemy. This made the hammer incredibly powerful and furious. Should you need to forge it, it will require another such hardening. I'm old. Most of my enemies are dead, but there's one still breathing. The witch that slew my family. Oh, how I would love to harden the hammer in her blood. I can never defeat her though. But I know she's been spotted in an isolated outpost in the forest. She has disgusting marks. She's missing 2 fingers. She's got the look of the devil.
Keep formation.
I tire.
May we have a moment of respite?
Follow my lead.
I've been taught, if someone annoys you, you either pray or polish your armor. That is why my armor gleams as it does. It is finished.
I'm going, I'm going.
A trivial matter.
Don't hesitate.
No mistakes.
Share your troubles.
Where now?
State your desire.
Well,
Focus on the goal. Time's not waiting.
Count on me.
give the order.
That is possible. It is finished.
I am Lostfall Inquisitor, Imode servant. I'm looking for dangerous criminals. He trusts. The rascal is the only remaining member of a gang that spread terror across the lands of the Cavallo. What is this criminal done? Half-orc formed the gang with his wife's sons and daughters, but he alone knows how many people he killed for their money, how many children he deprived of parents. It's damn. Only Varas managed to escape. Varas on the side of the law, he won't hurt anyone anymore. Nah, nope, nope, nope. I need the artisan.
Best kind of fight.
A calculated risk.
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Despicable.
Lady, I really need you to hit sometimes.
Let us strike as one.
Knock, used to lighting enemies on fire first.
That'll feel great.
I am yours to command.
It shall be done.
Lied about the murder was an Inquisitor. This is true, our family committed some petty sins. I want to avenge for my family less because I'm a little life fingered. What are you gonna do now? Hold up the end of the bargain.
Remain vigilant.
Okay, now I can run my fucking kingdom in peace.
May we have a moment of respite?
I tire.
Nope. Her up isn't the doorway. Go away. I'm telling you, the Baroness isn't seeing anyone. She's busy. He isn't here. Forgive me, Respected Harem, but I must speak with the Baroness. Young dwarf limps into the room. She doesn't look well. Her face is bruised, armor crumpled, her arm is dressed in rags, brown from dry blood. Nevertheless, she begins with a ceremonious bow. Your Grace, my name is Rudrin. Come here. My kid are in grave. How do you know my name? Bestowed of you by our leader, Vir Jarmud Torag's Paladin. He's hoping to meet you in person. So many questions. The dwarf rejected Torag, became a Grace of Goddess, and now sits in an important position in the court of the Baroness. Such tales are rare. Torag's Paladin? He wants to talk to me? What impudence, shameless, brazen. Although, you know, perhaps you should help them. I want to see the spell in my eyes and the trap he walked his congregation into. What's this trouble you've gotten ourselves into? Many years ago, ancestors together with other clans built a road here and a chain fortress along with it. Fortunately, they were forced to leave these lands. But now that you've established order here, we decided to return to rekindle our clan's legacy. Found an entrance to the Damantine Shield Fortress, and we try to enter. When our ancestors left, they charmed the gate of the fortress, locked the key, which has been long kept safe by our clan as a relic. We brought it with us. When we started the lock and turned, something incredible happened. The gates fell to ashes, and we saw that the lock upon the chest was a huge golem, which attacked us immediately. I'm sure the creator of the golem prayed devoutly to Torag while he made it, never thinking for a moment this piece of iron might one day turn on his own. How dwarvish. We managed to hide up the hill. We backed ourselves into a trap. Golem just stood below waiting for us to come down. Two of us sacrificed our lives distracting it. Give it a chance. Please, save them. You're our only hope. Jesus. If you go help him, take me with you. I know it's folly to gloat, but I would see my own eyes. Our proud guests, blah 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 blah. Your Grace, I must warn you, this is no ordinary golem. He's made of adamantine. He's almost impossible to destroy even with magical weapons, but if you wear it out long enough in battle, it will collapse for a while to restore its strength. At that moment, you'll need to pull the key from its chest. If I know anything about mechanics, that should switch it off. And if you don't,
Ready for anything.
alright, Arlene bows and gives me the scroll of rage. Thank you. My ranger goes as wide. Oh my god. Alright, I'm done for tonight.
I tire.
Yeah, you always tire.